Well, hello to everyone out there in the Matrix. I hope everybody's doing well. Um, I kind of came out into nature today to get away from the insanity of this world. And I've been making some observations, I guess, when you're terminally ill and a certain synopsis in the brain or something becomes activated that otherwise is dormant or calcified or whatever. But this has to do with what I see going on around in the world right now. And for the life of me, I cannot understand for 1 second how people do not see what is going on around us. And it is a lot to do with and I'm going to mainly be referring to the United States, but it's this two-party system that we have in this country, and the allocations of all of these untold billions, if not trillions of dollars that just disintegrate, vaporize, with the regular peasants having nothing to say about any of it. And of course, we do not get any of these monies. This last stimulus that they were going to give out to Americans, after they crippled financially practically the entire population of the United States, with the exception of, the multimillionaires and billionaires, which wouldn't be affected by this type of thing. After a lot of debate, there was supposed to have been a last stimulus included in that bill. And of course, lo and behold, they canceled that right at the end. But they had on record, what was it, $60 billion or something, $80 billion that they sent to another country. And I can tell you firsthand that in this country, there are people laying on the sidewalks, living in vehicles. The border crisis, which is very bizarre in and of itself. I mean, most countries will not allow people to just flood across their borders. What I'm trying to get at, and I'm not sure. I never write anything down. I kind of just speak as I think it. But at this stage in my life, I've come to the conclusion that neither party gives a crap about the peasants, which we make up the majority of this population in the United States. They really do not care. And FYI, this last bill that they passed with this gigantic billion-dollar thing that they sent to another country, also buried in that bill was a pay increase for Congress and all of them. All the politicians get a pay increase. Y'all, that says something. And even though I am often blocked out of YouTube and, or not YouTube, Twitter. I do, when I'm not locked out of that account, I do see the rhetoric back and forth between Republicans and Democrats. And while I understand the issues on both sides, at the end of the day, these people that control us, they do not care about the regular people. If they did, they would not be doing what they are doing. And to me, it flabbergasts me, just the notion that people either don't care, or they're unaware, or they're brain dead. And the reason I say that, y'all, over the last week, well, I do not watch mainstream media. I do read headlines that come across here and there. Do you know every major news outlet has been covering, get this, the Johnny Depp what's-her-face trial and what's-her-face wore that day to court? Can you imagine, with all the problems in this country, mainstream media is gonna be talking about what some woman is wearing that day in a courtroom? And from my understanding, it's across the board with all the major mainstream media. This has to make you wonder. Now, of course, anybody by now knows the agenda of mainstream media. But also, when this type of thing is trending on social media, it shows you the state of mind of people. Like, really, what that multi-million-dollar, I mean, Johnny Depp and that what's-her-face, they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. They don't know you. They don't care about you. Why are you cared about what she wore in that day of court? Why would you be concerned? And obviously, people are more concerned about what somebody that doesn't know you, doesn't care about you, has captivated your attention so much that it is like trending number 2 or number 3, or in many cases number 1, on what she wore in friggin' court. And the gasoline prices, the food prices, it's only going to get worse. As the summer goes on, all these prices are going to continue to go up. But I'm sure today, the 19th of May, we're going to be updated on what what's-her-face wore in court again today. Some Chanel suit or something, who knows? I can guarantee you it's probably not the same type of clothes you're wearing, the same quality. I'm just going to add here, this has been long in coming, and it has been out for decades and decades and decades. But this has to do with this dark force, this dark energy. Put whatever name that suits you on it, whether it is Satanism, whatever name you want to put on it, doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that energy has busted clean out of the closet. I mean, it is out. It does not care. I came across I've come across many like commercials, and you have to, and something that they used to not do so much was the dialogue within this 15-second commercial or whatever. While there has always been stuff, of course, planted in what you're actually hearing, it is the subliminals that are hidden in these very quick advertisements, commercials, and they're chock full of them. And if you are if you are read and aware and have the ability to spot these subliminals that are hidden, and some of them are very hidden, but if you know what you're looking for and you've looked into this for as many years as I have, they no longer become so hidden. But the flip side of it is these subliminals, they are not necessarily embedding in some obscure way within that 15-second advertisement. It is out in your face. That's why I say that this dark energy that is out full-fledged is at the point to where it does not care. And actually it wants you to see it. And the next time you watch an advertisement, and it doesn't matter, it's across the board, all these advertisements are chock full of these subliminals, and they're placed in a way that they're obvious. They're no longer something that someone would really have to look and see to see it. It is out in the open. This is why I say that dark force has done busted out of the closet, and they do not care. They don't care. Actually, they're wanting you to see it. And you know what? I'm going to just say, with my knowledge with hypnosis, I can say anytime, whether it is a movie, a TV commercial, the Weather Channel is doing this, within moments of being within moments of having sat there and stared at that TV screen, you have already been put into a hypnagogic state. And so the idea behind these multi-million-dollar advertisement slots of like 15 seconds is all they need to plant a suggestion into your mind, into your brain, because you're already in a hypnagogic state after sitting just for a few moments watching your favorite TV program. It is my belief that since the lockdown and the trauma that people was put through on a psychological level, people have now been in a hypnagogic state now for over a couple years, and are very highly suggestible. This is why they have come out full force with every imaginable agenda, and they are not even trying to hide it, because most people are already in a hypnagogic state, and therefore it is so easily to plant a suggestion, and they're doing it. All you have to do is watch some of these Looney Tunes that are at these protests. Look, pay attention to their eyes. Like if you happen to run across one of these clips of these protests, notice the eyes of these people, because when people are under the influence of mind control and or hypnosis, in my opinion, there's a very fine line with that. You're going to see in their eyes, if you happen to be able to see their eyes, you're going to be able to see that distinct look. It is like a glazed over, far away look in their eyes, but you can also see it in the facial expressions. So, I thought I was actually going to be able to get a moments of peace by coming out here to this area and getting away from car exhaust and fire trucks and people everywhere. And I sat here for about 10 minutes, and now I have like a family with like 20 kids running all around. So I suppose that my idea of getting some kind of peace and getting away from friggin' people is not happening. So I guess I'm going to end that for now. Have a good one.